Good morning, viewers of Easy Learning Web, young and old, teachers and pupils. Welcome back to the English Grammar series brought to you by Easy Learning Web. My name is Miss Sophia. I teach in SK Putrajaya Prison 161, and together with me today is my beautiful partner, Miss Ivana, who is an English language teacher at SK Bandar Utama 2, and we will be your teachers for today. This online series is a special initiative by our Deputy Minister of Education, Yang Berhormat Senator Dr. Mah Hang Sun. His vision and mission is to promote online teaching and learning in order to deal with the various challenges of education in the new normal, as well as provide a brand new learning platform for our children. The COVID-19 pandemic has taught us that teaching and learning is challenging and is not like how it was used to be. We can't meet face to face at school, and this has caused learning to be disrupted nationwide. The importance of technology has never been more significant, through which teachers and pupils have found a new way to engage with one another. Just look at us. We're even engaging while it's the school holidays. Therefore, Easy Learning Web, with the collaboration of passionate and capable teachers, aims to overcome these obstacles by providing free live sessions on social media platforms. This is to ensure that everyone receives access to education during these troubling times. But before we got on with our lesson, here are some reminders to ensure that we will all have an engaging session today. So first, we hope to have your full attention throughout the lesson. And you can actively do this by first, taking notes, and second, respond to questions by typing in the chat. Remember to comment politely and positively to ensure that we have a productive session. Use earphones for better audio and adjust your video resolution to 720 for the best viewing experience. This live session will be available on both Easy Learning Web's Facebook page and YouTube channel. You may watch and replay them at your convenience. So here's the YouTube channel for Easy Learning Web. Please subscribe to watch even more teaching videos. And here's the Easy Learning Web Facebook page. Like to know more. Now, time that we're waiting for, let's learn adjectives. Over to you, Miss Ivana.
Hi, boys and girls. Good morning. So, I've been checking out your comments, and I do get a lot of good morning messages. So, good morning to everyone that's watching this. Okay, we're gonna start our session today. So, I'm just gonna share with you what we're gonna learn. Okay, and before we begin, I really hope that everyone watching this, regardless of where you are, will be paying attention, because you are going to have such a fun lesson today, because it's about monsters. Good morning, dear. Okay, I'm going to share my screen, so just give me a moment, okay? Okay, so today we're going to be learning about adjectives, and you have learned about nouns with me and Miss Kazbini, and you've learned about verbs with Cikgu Sam as well as Miss Sylvia. Okay, so today is something new, something that you actually use frequently when you write sentences or words that you normally see when you read storybooks. Okay, but what are adjectives? Okay, before we begin today's lesson, you will need a few materials. Okay, and it will be like the one that is shown to you. Just give me a moment, okay? Okay, you will be needing hold on, okay? Okay, there will be a few things that you need for today's lesson. Okay, there are actually four simple things, and I think most of this are actually things that you already have at home. The first one will be recycled materials, and it can be paper plates, it can be toilet rolls, it can be straws, it can be lolly sticks. Okay, you would want to have this because we are going to have an interesting arts and crafts session later. and you would want googly eyes, okay? And if you don't have this, if you actually have never purchased this before, you can actually just draw them. And you would need a paper or a notebook. Okay, you can even use colored papers, and you would need stationeries, and this would include glues and scissors, okay, because there will be a lot of cutting and pasting. All right. What about the things that you'll be learning today? Okay, well, by the end of today's lesson, you will be able, okay, to learn what are adjectives, okay? And I know it sounds scary, but adjectives are actually things that are really, really common. Like if you look at this shirt that I'm wearing now, there's so many ways to describe them. You will learn the different types of adjectives. You will describe monsters using the correct adjectives. And lastly, which is I think the best and the fun part of this lesson is to create monsters using recycled materials based on descriptive text. Okay, and you will be doing that with Miss Sophia, and I am very, very sure you're gonna have a great time doing it. Okay, so let's move on with today's lesson. What are adjectives? Okay, Susan Tan, good morning. And someone asked me, teacher, I don't have this material. Can I just see how to do and do it next time? Yes. If you don't have the materials today, you can actually, rewatch this video and do it at your convenience. Okay, let's look at adjectives and what they are or how are they defined. So basically, just like us, right? We usually have best friends, we would have close friends, and our close friends and our best friends are usually close to us. They're always there. Like they're probably sitting next to you in class, or they are the one that you go for recess with in school. So adjectives are actually nouns best friend. Okay? This is because they tell us a lot more about the nouns. Okay? Let's look at the two monsters that are shown to you right now. Okay? It says you are tall, you have three eyes, you got two hands, and you got two legs. You are a friendly monster. So all those words that you see right now that are red, those are actually adjectives. So that you've got tall, you've got numbers like 3 and 2, and you've got something that describes the monster as a person, as not a person, as a thing, right? Which is friendly. So that's what you actually do with adjectives. Adjectives are used to describe something. Like if you're looking at my shirt right now, probably the first thing that would come to your mind is describing the colors, white, purple, or you could also use words like a word like colorful, to describe how my shirt actually looks like. Okay, someone says adjectives like big, small, pretty, ugly. Yes, those are also adjectives. I'm actually looking at a comment right now. Okay, but let's look into detail on how adjectives actually give us more information. We know that adjectives are best friends of nouns, but how? How are they best friends? So an adjective basically gives you more information about something. Like for instance, a pen can just be a pen. But when you put adjectives, okay, into a sentence, it can be a cute blue pen, for instance, okay? And it could also give more information about pronoun by answering one of these questions. Okay, let's look at those three boxes. The first one, what kind, which one, and how many. So all you got to remember, the basic rule is that all colors and numbers are adjectives. Okay, colors and numbers are adjectives. Look at the first box, blue car. Okay, a big house. Big is descriptive. And look at the third box, 1 second, 3 boys, several people. Okay, when it's numbered or when it is, or even when it's a time frame like last week. So the word last week, the word last in that particular phrase actually shows you that it is an adjective because you're actually describing what happened last week in a particular week. Okay? Now, what kinds of adjectives are there? Because I was telling you like colors are adjectives, sizes are adjectives, descriptive words where you describe a person's character traits are adjectives. But what kinds or what types of adjectives do we actually have? Okay. And I think as I'm sharing this with you, you'll be caught by surprise because there are just way too many types of adjectives. Okay. So let's see, what are the kinds of adjectives do we have? So in a sentence, usually you would have adjectives in sentences, okay? When you write or when you read, or sometimes when you try to answer questions. Okay, let's look at the first one, attributive adjectives. This is actually pretty common because it is the adjective that comes before the noun. For example, juicy pear. So you want to talk about a pear, right? So instead of just saying like I have a pear, you would add the word juicy in front, which functions as the adjective to describe the pear. Okay? And look at the second example, predicative adjectives. So this goes usually go after the noun, and it completes a linking verb. For instance, the sentence. Look at that little girl with the brown hair and the green shirt. Okay, Tina, who is the character or who is the person, the girl in this picture, is actually the linking verb, and angry, which describes her emotion, is the adjective. So I am very, very sure that you have actually seen examples like this. You have probably used it before in writing your essays or as you read a book. Okay, it's very, very common. And let's look at number three, post-positive adjective, which usually go immediately right after the noun, which is something like that goes. Something scary. So something is actually the pronoun, and scary is the adjective. So another thing that you have to remind yourself is that adjectives are used not just to describe nouns, but they are also used to describe pronouns because basically they're just best friends, like BFF, best friends forever. Okay, and if you look at that tree, the picture that is below in a sentence, you can already describe that. It's got the monster's got pink eyes. He's got three eyes. He's got two ears, and he's got, I think, pretty sharp teeth. Okay. Now, on its own, basically, there are 9 ways that you can use adjectives. The first one is opinion, to state your opinion about something. For instance, if you are reading a book, you might want to say like, this book has brilliant ideas. Okay, and when you want to talk about size, length, or height, for instance, the size of a jar, okay, the length of a ruler, or probably the height of a building, you might use words like small, big, huge, enormous, and the list goes on and on and on. And you can actually find synonyms of similar words. And the third one, which is something that we all use, is physical quality. Okay, when you look at something, you might want to say like, hey, this book is thick, or you can say that it is thin, or if you're touching your face or a baby's face, you can go like, she has got smooth face. Okay, and age. Age is also something that we usually use adjectives to describe if we don't actually know the exact age of someone. So if you see someone that is young, but you're not very sure how old that person is, instead of just assuming the age, what you might want to do is actually, use words like young. She looks pretty young, to describe that girl. Okay, and number 5 is to describe shape. Okay, and this is actually pretty simple, like, square, round, circular, like rectangular pizza. Okay, like if you're going to eat like prosperity burger, okay, the patty actually is of oblong shape. Okay, and number 6, like the one I said earlier, colors. So just like how all noun, everything around you are nouns, right? All colors are also adjectives. Like regardless, it could be turquoise, it could be gold, it could be silver, any colors in the world, okay, not just the ones in the rainbow, are adjectives. Okay, and number 7, which is origin. Like for instance, if you're going to talk about okay, you're going to probably, like, if I'm going to talk about my phone, so I say like, okay, my phone is from China. Okay, it is of Chinese origin, for instance. So the word Chinese there is actually a descriptive word, an adjective that describes my phone. And number 8 would be material, like wooden, plastic, metal, cotton. Like if you want to describe a shirt, or you want to describe, like, you've got paper straws or plastic straws. Okay, and the last one is for purpose. Okay, sometimes we use adjectives, okay, to describe purpose, like cooking, cleaning, scrubbing, polishing, sewing, and washing. I know that sometimes most of these words can come off and may look like it is a verb or a noun, But as you write them and as you remind yourself that adjectives are used to describe nouns and pronouns, that is usually when it makes more sense. Okay, what we're going to do now is actually look at the next slide to see if you actually understand a little bit of what has been taught. Okay, most of you, I'm looking at your comments, and some of you said metal, aluminium. Someone said made in China. What we American status? Yeah, could be because sometimes companies would send phones or their products to be manufactured in different countries. Okay. All right. Now let's look at these two monsters that are shown to you because today's episode, right, which is also the final episode, you will be seeing a lot of monsters. Okay, I'm looking at your comment. Lau or Lo said gold. Okay, gold is definitely a color. Okay, now let's look at the pink monster looks like. How would you describe the pink monster and how would you describe the orange monster? If you look based on the smile of the pink monster, you would probably say that the pink monster is a loving monster. So loving here is the adjective. And then when you look at the orange monster, it looks pretty scary. So you might want to say the orange monster, orange is the color, which is also the adjective. You might want to say that the orange monster is a scary monster. So on this screen that I'm showing and sharing with you right now, the two adjectives that you can find would be loving and scary. Okay, these are like to describe traits. Okay, now let's look at the second one, which is to describe the size, the length, or even the height of these monsters. Okay, so orange monster is angry. Yes, orange monster is angry. Eng we say loving monster, and that is right. Okay, now let's look at this one. If you are going to describe size, length, and height, we would usually go with common ones like tall, short, fat, thin. Okay, but the example shown to you is that the one with cute eyes that has two eyes and buck teeth. Okay, is actually a short monster. I've used the word short to describe this monster, and the one with the tongue out and just one eye, I have decided to use the word tall to describe this monster because if you are going to compare, if you put them side by side, the orange or the pinkish one would probably be here, and the green one would probably be here, which makes the green one a tall monster. Okay, so I don't think this is really, really difficult. You can also comment down below, okay, if you have any other descriptive words or any other adjectives to describe the monsters. Okay, let's see. Someone say, I want tall monsters. I would also want a monster of my own, but yeah, we just probably don't have monsters in real life. Okay, now the third one is to describe physical quality of something. Okay, so let's look at the one with the devil horn. Okay, and really, really sharp teeth. How would you describe that monster? I have used smooth body because I don't think it looks hairy. It looks really, really smooth and shiny. And on the other end, the one with the purple eye, I would use the word furry because it looks like that particular monster has a lot of hair. So furry, I think, is also best to describe the monster. Okay, you can actually come up with a lot more because usually from just one thing, you can use a lot of adjectives to describe something. Furry body, short monster, shiny, big. These are actually quite good examples that you have been giving me. So good job. Okay, this one I think is quite obvious. We use adjectives that I said to describe age. And the one shown to you right now it's actually really, really obvious. You've got two. One that has yeah, the lady looks really, really old. So you might want to use the word old to describe her. And the young monster actually has a pacifier in his mouth. So the pacifier is actually an indicator. And also the napkin is also an indicator that the monster is young. So you've got a young monster and you've got an old monster. And I think as we age, even as humans, you would end up becoming old someday. Okay? I want young monster. You want a furry body. Okay, tiny and huge monster, little monster. And yes, I do think that they are cute as well. Okay, let's look at the fifth one, which is to describe the shape of the monsters. Like everything you have could be described by shapes, like your pencil, your ruler, your book, your ball. Okay, but today we're describing monsters, and the one with the cute legs, I would say, and funny eyes is the square monster. It just looks like a square. Okay, and then you've got triangular monster because it actually looks like a pizza. It looks like this. So triangular, which comes from the word triangle, which is the shape. Okay. All right. Now let's look at the sixth one. This is so easy. This is actually to describe things with color. And the first one, the one with the hands like that monster is green. And if you look closely, it also has yellow and it's got white teeth. And it's got probably like black orangey eyes. And the one on the right, on my right, is actually a blue monster with very sharp teeth. But because we're describing with colors, I have decided to choose green and blue. You can probably find more colors to describe the monsters. Okay, number seven, to describe about origin. So the first one is actually it's described as Scottish monster because it's actually the Loch Ness monster, and the next one is Mexican monster, which is where it's from. I'm sorry, but I think the Mexican monster has disappeared for a moment. Okay, now let's look at materials. Okay, and the one on your left that is square with super sharp teeth actually has a wooden body. So I use the word wooden to describe the body of this monster. And the one on my right with that funny squeak octopus-like tongue is described with the word woolly body because it looks like he or she or it's got like very soft wool-like body. So woolly and wooden are chosen to describe these two monsters' body. Okay, now let's look at this purpose. Like I said earlier, sometimes you use words to show the purpose of something, and you would think that cleaning is actually a verb, cooking is also a verb. But why is it that today it is an adjective? Well, that is simply because I've used the word cleaning and cooking to actually describe the purpose of these monsters. Okay, so if you look at the monsters with four hands, the one with the vacuum cleaner, the one that's got like, I don't know, four hands, four legs, the one that's green, okay, it is actually a cleaning monster. So cleaning here, even though it looks like a verb, it is actually to show the purpose of the monster. What is this monster for? Is it for cooking? Is it for cleaning? Is it for teaching? In this picture shown to you, it is for cleaning. Okay, and the one on the right, where you can see like pots and pans, and I think a blender, I assume a plate. Okay, that is a cooking monster because I think he, she, or it is actually holding like, I think it looks like a spoon, right? Okay, so that is a cooking monster. So probably the task is to actually cook. Okay, so looking at all this, like the example shown to you in the tables and also by describing the monsters, you would realize that there are numerous ways. There are so many ways to use adjectives. It's not merely colors, it's not merely sizes, okay, shapes, purpose, quality. And as you go by into this lesson, okay, besides the examples that's shown to you would actually realize that it's very, very simple to actually describe something. And as you are learning right now, what you can do is that you can probably just describe things around you. Like just describe them in the head. Or even if you want, you can just like, type it down in the comment box and describe probably the things around you or even the people around you. Okay, like if you see your mom right now in front of you, you might want to say like, okay, my mom is tall. Okay, she is pretty. Okay, that will be an example. Tall and pretty. Those are examples of describing words, or better known as adjectives. And because nouns are everywhere, like I said in my lesson, nouns are everywhere. Everything around you are actually nouns. That means that you can actually describe every single thing around you. It can be your cat. It can be your hair. It can be your eyes. It can be your shirt. It can even be your phone. Okay, so everything around you can be described with the right adjectives. Okay, let's look at this example. This is a scary Mexican monster. So we will use the quality first and then the origin. You will not use the origin first. Okay, so the right way is this is a scary Mexican monster. And in all honesty, I do think that the scary monster is cute. Okay, let's look at another example. Okay, no, actually, this is a test. Okay, in this session, okay, because this is a test, I would want you to actually tell me which one is correct. This is a weird, tall, orange monster, or is it this is an orange, weird, tall monster? Would you go with the first one or the second one? Okay, you have about 10 seconds, and I want you to use this 10 seconds to just type in the comment box. Okay, I see a few answers saying number one, number one, number one. Shunyi said one. Lee said one. Tay we said one. Yes, just type one or two. Okay, and yes, the answer is. Are you sure it's one? The answer is actually the second one. This is a weird, tall, orange monster. Okay, let's look at this example. Origin would come after the quality. But when it involves colors, you would use the quality first and then colors. Okay, so it'll be this is a weird, tall, orange monster. Okay, it's okay if you get it wrong because you can actually, you know, okay, let me see again. This is an orange. Okay, I think there's a mistake here in the slide, and I'm really, really sorry. Okay, the answer is actually the first one. This is an orange weird tall monster. This is a weird tall. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's look at this. Let's look at this one. I'm so sorry for the confusion, and I think what Miss Sophia will do later is that she will actually amend them because there is a glitch on the answer sheet. Okay, let's look at this monster. This monster has 6 eyes. Okay, what you can do is you can count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, this monster has 2 legs, which are blue, and it's got 2 of those things, right? Okay, antenna. Okay, and this is actually a brief way to actually describe the monster. But you might want to put it in a sentence. This monster has 6 eyes, 2 legs, and 2 antennas. It also has an orange body. Okay, so what you would do or what you can do is actually, yes, did it change? Yes, it did. And I'm very sorry because there was a confusion on the slide. Okay, so during my session, you actually learned that there are a lot of ways for you to describe things, a lot of qualities that can be used, a lot of sizes, shapes, colors, okay? But you would also realize that you are not limited. It is limitless. When you use adjectives to describe something, it is limitless. There are just a whole, choices of words that you can use to describe them. So I do hope that as you go on in years to come, as you write, as you read, you just try to spot on adjectives. And I think most importantly is actually try to apply adjectives in your writing or even when you're talking to someone. Okay, so I guess that is all from me and my session. I am going to hand over today's session to Miss Sophia, and you will be having a great time with Miss Sophia actually. So thank you very much for listening to my part, and yeah, Miss Sophia, over to you.
Hi, kiddos. Hi. Hi, guys. Okay, so today I'm just going. Thank you so much, Miss Ivana, for the great session. So I just want to fix this part over here because I saw that there was some confusion. Okay, so the test was to decide whether the answer is between this is a weird tall orange monster or this is an orange weird tall monster. And I saw that a lot of the students answered, hi guys. I saw that a lot of the students answered number 1. And that is indeed the correct answer. Because if you remember, the first adjectives in order, opinion must be first. Okay, the confusion was that the answer, weird, was on the second answer. So you did it correct actually. Okay, so well done on that. Okay, well done guys. Okay, very good, very good. It is indeed, the answer is number 1 actually, okay? Okay, so since now we have understood that adjectives, there are 9 kinds, they have to be in a certain order. You can describe monsters by saying the numbers of eyes they have, the number of legs they have, the numbers of antennas they have. So now let's get to describing some monsters. Okay, so what I want you to do is I want you to take out a pencil and paper. And I want you to be ready on describing some monsters. Can I have you all be ready with a pencil and paper? Or if you want, you can type your answers in the comment section, okay, in the chat. Okay, very good. All right. So here's a picture of the monster. All right, I want you to see the monster. Okay, tell me its shape, tell me its color, tell me the number of horns it have, maybe the number of wings, the color of its wings. How would you describe it in a sentence? Okay, try. Okay, very good, Varshini. I want you to write it in a sentence. How would you describe this monster in a sentence? Okay, some of you said ugly circle. Okay, very good. It has a green body. Very good. Okay, what else? What other than the color of its body? What about number of its eyes? How many eyes does it have? How many eyes does it have? What is the color of its wings? How many arms? Does it have legs? Very good. It has yellow wings. It has 2 horns. Very good. Well done. Yes, 2 eyes. Very good. Okay, can I show you guys the answer? Because we have got a lot of monsters to go through and I'm afraid we don't have time. Okay, a weird green and small wings. Okay, very good. Weird, tiny, ugly monster. All great answers. Well done, everyone. Very good. Okay, let's see what my screen here shows the answer. Okay, the answer is this monster has a smooth, round, green body. Okay, it has 2 eyes, a nose, and 2 striped horns. It has 2 arms, but no legs. It has 2 small yellow wings. Okay, so write something like this for the next monster I want to see. And I want you to describe, other than the number of its eyes, the color of its skin, maybe describe the texture. What do you think the texture of the monster skin is like? Very good. Okay, they have wings. Okay, very good. Okay, let's look at the next monster, okay? How about this monster? Okay, this. Okay, you can see the monster, right? Okay, how about try describing this monster? Okay, we're done with the green monster. Let's try with the yellow monster here. How would you describe this yellow monster? Okay, it has red eyes. Good. Yellow color, only have 1 eye. How would you say it in a sentence? The monster has 1 eye. Very good. It has 2 yellow hands. Yes, well done. Very good answers, everyone. It is a furry monster. Very good observation. Okay, well done, well done. Very good. Nice, nice. All right. Good. Okay. Okay, yellow body, green teeth. Good observation. It does have green teeth, doesn't it? Got 2 yellow legs. Got 2 legs and 2 arms, right? Yellow red eyes, 2 short yellow hands, furry and angry. Does it look angry? It's high. Does it look angry? Good job. Yes, it has one special eye and it's saying hi to us. Okay, very good. Elaboration there. Okay, let's see the answer then. Okay, this monster has a furry oval-shaped body. It has one red eye and no nose. It has 2 arms and 2 legs. It is yellow. This type of monster is known to be friendly. As you can see, the adjectives are highlighted in yellow. Okay, it says hi. Can you say hi to the monster? It's a friendly monster. It's saying hi. You don't think it's friendly? Very good. The monster have 2 hands, red eye, furry body, yellow legs, oval shape. Very good. All right. Good. Okay, well done, kids. Okay, you're all saying hi. Very nice. All right. Hi, monster. All right. Let's go on to the third monster. Okay? Jang, jang, jang. Okay, this is the third monster. How would you describe this monster? Okay, look at the hat. What's the origin of that hat? Do you know? Do you know the origin of that hat? Who can guess the origin of that hat? Who can guess? Which country is it from? Which country is the monster from? Oh, it's a fat monster. Okay, it's a 3-headed monster. Circus. Is it a circus hat? Yes, some of you answered. Very good. Very good. Correct. It is America. Okay, the hat is probably from America or USA. So if the monster has a hat from USA or America, it is an American hat, right? Okay, so the number of eyes. Okay, see. Okay, you know you said about the color of the body, the number of the eyes. Very good. Very good. Okay, let's see the description of this monster. All right, this monster has a weird shaped body. Its shape is like 3 ovals piled on top of each other. It has 4 eyes, no nose, and 2 mouths. It has 2 arms and 2 legs. It is an American monster. Okay, so well done to all of you who answered that the hat is from America or from USA. You are indeed correct. This is an American monster. This is a special monster. It's hat from American. It looked friendly. Very good. Well done. Very good answers. Okay, we're gonna do one more or 2 more. Okay, because I see all of you are doing so well. Okay, can you try describe this monster? It looks a bit like a banana, right? Okay, it's thin. Very good. It's a weird looking monster, right? Yes. It's tall. Yes. What else? What else can you say about this monster? What about his hair? Green hair. Very good. No nose. Good. It's tall yellow monster. Nice. Very good answers, everyone. It's so thin. Has a yellow body. Okay, let's try and see the answer. All right. Okay, this monster has a long, thin body. It has a bushy green hair, 1 eye, and no nose. Do you know what bushy means? What does bushy mean? It's yellow. This type of monster is known to be goofy. Why do you think I've written the monster to be goofy? Who can guess? Why do I say that this monster is goofy? What does goofy means? Yes, this monster looks like a banana. Its shape's very funny. Very good. Why do you think it's goofy? Because it's tongue out. So you stick your tongue back at it, right? Okay, good. Very good. Okay, you think it's an ugly monster. All right. Okay. How about this monster? I think I'm going to do 2 more monsters and then we can go on to the next part. Okay? Goofy means playful. like something very playful, because the monster was sticking its tongue out, so it has a very playful nature. It's like a monster who likes to fool around. Okay, so that's the answer to what does goofy means. Okay, so it's yellow monster, round body, yes, one eye, spiky body, very good. How about it? What's this? It's a fat monster. It's got legs. It has no nose. Very good. All good answers. Let's see. This monster has a rough, round, yellow body. Okay, I saw that somebody said about the monster having a spiky body. That is very close. Okay, it has one eye, no nose, one mouth. It has two arms and two legs. It has a sharp horn. It has a horn. Very good. I saw somebody commenting sharp horn. Very good. Very good. On top of its head. Very good. Okay, let's go on to the last one. Okay, I promise you this is going to be the last monster. Okay, that monster is wearing an apron. So what do you think? What kind of monster do you think this monster is? Okay, how about the yellow baby monster? It's wearing an apron, like the one that you would wear at a kitchen. So what? Yes, very good. Good, good. I see some very good answers. Cookie Monster. Okay, a lot of you are guessing Cookie Monster. Good. Okay, got two legs, two purple horns, got pink hands. All right. It is a cute young monster. Cookie Monster. Very good, very good. One eye. Okay, good, good. Okay, let's check the answer. Okay, this monster is cute. So those of you who answered cute, you are indeed correct. Okay. Yes, it got an E. Okay, it has one eye and no nose. It has four arms and two legs. It is yellow. This is a cooking monster. For those of you who answered cooking monster, you are indeed correct. Well done. Okay, you can ask this monster to cook you delicious food. Yums. Very good. Very good. Yes, you noted about the forearms. Okay, so now you know how to describe monsters using adjectives. Okay, is that correct? All right. Okay, now for some fun time. Okay, you can say about the green apron as well. Very good. All right. If you see on my screen here, we are going to explore about legendary monsters, story origins. Okay, are you ready? All right. What we're going to do is that we are going to look at some legendary monsters, and I want you to guess the origin of that monster. Which country do you think it comes from? All right, get ready. Yay, right. I want to see if you can guess the origin of the Loch Ness monster. Okay, guess the origin of the Loch Ness monster. Can you guess which country does the story of the Loch Ness monster come from? Very good. It's a C. Scottish. Okay, good. Where is Scottish? Where is Scottish? Scotland. What is Scotland? Very good. You are all very knowledgeable. I'm so proud. Very good. Yes, Scotland is from. Very good. Very good. You're so clever, lah. Okay, let's do. Okay, so many have you answered already. Let's check the answers. Correct. It is indeed from Scotland, United Kingdom. Very good. Some of you even went on Google to check. Well done. All right. Let's go check. Very good. Very well done. Good job, guys. All right. Let's go on to the next monster. Who can guess the origin of the merlion? Okay. Actually, at this country, there's a very big statue of the merlion. Who can guess which country does the story of the merlion originate from? Yeah, well done. So many fast answers. You are so all very clever kids. Well done. Have you all been to Singapore before? Do you notice the giant statue of the merlion? this is what makes it an easy guess, because the landmark of Singapore is actually the statue of Merlion actually. All right, well done, very good. Okay, so let's go on to the third monster. All right, guys. It's indeed Singapore, okay? So Singapore is just a neighboring country. I'm sure if you have been to Singapore before, you would have seen the giant statue of the Merlion, all right? So well done to those of you who have answered Singapore. All right. Who can guess? Okay, this is also a very famous legendary monster. Who can guess the origin of Medusa? Now, this is a bit tricky, but I want to see, without Googling, can you guess it without Googling, the origin of Medusa? Who can guess the origin of Medusa? Okay, some of you say Egypt. No, the legendary monster from Egypt is the Sphinx. But it's not Medusa. Medusa is, okay, some of you got it, some of you got it correct. Okay. Yes, very good, very good, very good. Okay, Greek is a nationality. What's the country? Greek is a nationality. What's the country? So it's not named Greek. Greek is the name of its people. But what's the name of the country? Greek is very close. Who can say the country? Yes, very good. I see the answer now. The answer is jeng, jeng, jeng. But a lot of you answer India, actually. The answer is Greece. Okay, so the story originates from Greece. Okay, I'm not sure if you've been to Greece before, but it's a very, very beautiful country with beautiful beaches. All right. So that's correct. Okay, so the answer is Greece. Well done to those who've answered Greece. For those who've answered something other than Greece, like India, very good try. Okay, now on to the fourth monster. And I'm very sure 100% that all of you are going to give me correct answers, right? Ding, ding, ding. Where is the origin of the toyol? Okay, if you have, what is the origin of toyol? Have you heard of the toyol monster before? You've never seen toyol? It's a tiny green creature who likes to steal money. Yeah, okay, I see a lot of great answers. Toyol. Okay. If you have read Mastika before, I'm not sure if you have, but there used to be so many stories in regards to toyol. Okay, a lot of correct answers, a lot of very correct answers. Okay, the answer is that it is our very own country. Toyol, the story of Toyol actually originates from Malaysia. So those of you who have answered Malaysia, well done, all correct answers. Okay. So that is all for the legendary monster story origins part. Actually, there are so many legendary monsters like the Sphinx, the Phoenix, the Minotaur. They are all stories that originates from different types of countries. You can go on Google and like search about all of these monsters. It's a very, very interesting read. I hope you have fun during this little brain break session. All right. Okay. So yes, it's actually from Malaysia. Toyol are tiny creatures which steals animals. Sorry, which steals money actually. Okay, it's a type of. If you have Malay friends, they would usually be very familiar with the Toyol monster. Okay. All right. So we are going to go on to the next part of the lesson and also the last part of the lesson. All right. Now, for this session, I want you to be ready with colored pencils and also a pencil. Colored pencils and a pencil. But before we go on to the next session, just for some side homework, if you want to do this, is completely optional. Choose one legendary monster and try to describe it using adjectives you just learned. Okay, you are encouraged to do internet research to know more about the monsters. If you have the time, just for some side tasks, you can attempt to do this one. Right? Okay, so now we're going to get crafty. If you have the materials to do the crafts, for example, maybe toilet rolls, paper plates, googly eyes, colored paper, you can be ready with that. Okay, also be ready with scissors and glue. But if you're not ready with that yet, or you want to attempt that later, you can just be ready with colored pencils and pencils, or just pencil, really. Okay, what I want you to do is I'm going to give you a text, and you have to somehow visualize the text given to you. All right? Okay, so be ready with the materials, like I said. Okay, the task is this. All right? You have to create monsters using the materials you have based on descriptive text. Look out for the adjectives to guide you. All right? So if you have the time, I really want you to be trying this task using all the crafty materials you have at home. If you don't have it, that's okay. You can use whatever you have at home. All right? Okay, so try drawing this. Okay, if you have a pencil and colored pencils, you can try drawing this. Okay, this monster is very tall. Its round body is covered in soft green fur. It has one eye, no nose, two sharp fangs. It has two pink arms and two orange legs. All right. So what would the monster look like? Okay. So if you have a pencil and colored pencil, you can try drawing a tall monster, which is round, which has a furry green body, which has one eye, it has no nose, two sharp fangs. All right. Yes, dear, you can draw on paper, dear. If you don't have the materials, you just draw on paper. And if you have the time later, maybe you want to get crafty and create the monsters that you have drawn on paper. I would very much encourage that. Hi. Okay. So, okay, if you do, okay, try drawing it. I'm going to give you time. Are you all trying out to draw this? Are you trying out and trying to draw the monster based on this descriptive text? Who's trying it out? Okay. You don't have paper? Oh no. But can you visualize it in your head then? Okay, if you don't have paper, I would encourage you to visualize it in your head. Okay. And when I show you the monster, I want to see, does it fit the image in your head? All right. Okay, does your monster look a bit like this? Does your monster look a bit like this? If you've drawn it on paper, does it look a bit like this? It doesn't have to look exactly like this, but it has to fit the description. Does it have a round green body? Does it have one eye? Does it have two fangs? Does it have two arms and two legs? Is it tall? So if the monster that you have drawn on paper or the one that you visualize in your mind fits the one on the description text, on the descriptive text, then well done. Very good job. Very good. Very good. Okay, well done. All right. Let's go on to text number 2. Okay, let's go on to text number 2. This monster has a green round body which is covered in circle blue spots. Okay, it has 2 eyes, no nose, and 2 sharp fangs. It has a large yellow belly and blunt blue spikes at the back of its body. Okay, try drawing it or try visualizing it. All right. I'm going to give you maybe just 2 minutes. I don't want to take too long. Or maybe just even 1 minute actually. Okay. Oh, very good. Someone commented about it looks kind of like a rainbow hedgehog or something. Actually, let's see, all right? Let's see if you are correct. You can use paper if you don't have the materials, okay? Or you can visualize it in your head if you do not have like even paper and colored pencils, all right? Ta-da! Okay, does your monster look a bit like this? Okay, if yes, well done. Okay, it does look a bit like, is it correct? Does this fit the thing that you have drawn on paper? It does look a bit like a hedgehog actually because it's got the spikes at the back, right? Yes, it's so very cute, right? It's a very cute monster. So if you have drawn something a bit like this, well done. All right. As long as it fits the description, you are on the right track. As you can see, the text said that it has a yellow body, is a yellow belly, has a round green body, it has blue round circle spots. Okay. Okay. Can we go on to the third text? Okay, the third text says, this monster is bell-shaped. Okay, do you know what's bell-shaped? It has a smooth orange body, it has 6 eyes, a nose, and 3 teeth. It has 4 jiggly arms, 2 on each side, and has 2 jiggly legs. Okay, now try visualizing it or try drawing it on paper. Okay, so say if you have a paper in front of you right now, okay, try drawing a bell shape. Okay, make sure it's smooth because it has a smooth body. If you have colored pencils, try drawing it with an orange colored pencil. And then try drawing 6 eyes, 1 nose, and 3 teeth. Okay? Now it says that it has 4 jiggly arms, 2 on each side. So you draw 2 jiggly arms on the left side, 2 jiggly arms on the right side, and 2 jiggly legs. Do you know what jiggly means? It means like it's very wavy, very like that. All right. Okay. So now if you have drawn that, or if you can visualize that, or if you can actually create that using crafty materials at home, it should look something like this. And if it does, well done. Okay, you can use crafty materials at home, you can draw the materials, or you can visualize it. But I highly encourage that you either draw or create the monsters. All right, you can go back through, you can go back to, you can rewind the video if you want and try attempting and at creating the monster based on the descriptive text. Okay, so that is all actually. So I really encourage that you try creating the monsters either by drawing or creating it using crafty materials. And I want you to snap a picture of your masterpiece and tag the Easy Learning Web Facebook page. Can you do that? You can use candy corn or whatever materials that you have access to, whether it's toilet rolls, paper plates, googly eyes, maybe straws or whatever. Use that to your advantage. Snap a picture and then tag the Easy Learning Web Facebook page. All right. So that is all actually. Till next time. All right. So I just want to say
Happy holidays.
happy holidays, guys, and thank you so much for participating in our lesson.
Yeah, we hope to see you again soon, and thank you for supporting us for the past 3 episodes, and yeah, for just supporting Easy Learning Web. I'm sure you have learned a lot from this platform. So have a great holiday and stay safe, stay at
Stay
home.
safe. Thank you for very
Bye. Dah.
much.